unusual that we're just hours away now from the closure being expired, and we still do not know if it's going to be extended another month as it has the past 16 months, or if finally we're going to see those restrictions be lifted. So many businesses here waiting in limbo, hoping, of course, that they are going to see more customers be able to return to their stores. But we want to talk more. We're live here in San Ysidro. We're talking to the Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, Jason Wells, about what is going on. And Jason, put it in perspective for us, just how many businesses here at this border community have been impacted since closures went into place?
Sure, just in our tiny community of San Ysidro, there's 650 businesses that have a zip code right here at the border. 197 of those businesses have had to close their doors forever. Not due to COVID or lack of customers, it's due to the restrictions and lack of customers being able to come to those front doors.
And this is a devastating number, because right now we're hearing so many businesses struggling to get people back in, or struggling to start getting their comeback going. They haven't even been able to start doing that.
Yeah, when I had to warn my other friends at the other business improvement districts, while the rest of San Diego is reopening and getting, we're still at sub-purple level here. And unfortunately, what we're being shown on a day-to-day basis is that our lives and our livelihoods are essential.
What has to happen? We've been talking about this. What steps are in place? We know the mayor of San Diego has even advocated for the reopening. What has to happen for this federal, government and people to make the decision to open the border again?
Well, that's the problem. We don't know. There's never been a rubric. When this all was a capricious political decision by the past administration. When this administration came in, first it was about disparities of infections. We helped the county come down, do a booth at the border to test. The infections coming from across the border were never any higher than southern San Diego County. Then it became about vaccinations. The U.S. actually sent vaccinations. The Mexican president sent those to the border states with the intent purpose of reducing these restrictions. That didn't happen. And then now we've had over this last month, the Secretary of Health for Baja California stated they're at 70%, they've got herd immunity. We're out of excuses, yet we have no rubric about when this can reopen.
And that has to be so frustrating, because as we mentioned, trying to plan a comeback that hasn't even started yet is really hard. When you can finally start to plan that comeback, what will it look like? What will San Ysidro be doing to try and spur business?
Well, first I want to say, before a comeback, there's 1,900 jobs that have been lost due to border restrictions. That's 1,900 children who counted on mom and dad their job to give them food to eat. What I will say, and what the chamber is looking at, we can't do anything about the past. We are looking into the future. We're creating the San Ysidro recovery plan. It's got 4 axes. One of them is technical assistance in doing actual e-commerce audits for our businesses, helping them to grow beyond the walk-in customer. We're also doing some beautification efforts here, some infrastructure efforts here. So we're actually, the board is voting on that plan this month at our meeting. And we'll actually have a pretty robust recovery plan for our San Ysidro businesses, those that have been able to survive. 200,
nearly 200 that have not, and that to me is a number that should really make everybody so devastated. Jason, tell me, what have you heard? Have you had an update? We are hours away from this either being expired or extended. What's the latest?
Well, unofficially, we've heard that the restrictions will probably be extended. And again, there is no rhyme, reason, logic to why that's going to happen. But I being the optimist, I'm holding out hope that there's a reason we haven't gotten an official word. We usually get it 3-4 days before the 21st each month. To have not heard anything yet, I hope that can be good news. That's all we can do is hope.
Jason Wells, we appreciate you taking the time tonight. And of course, we're hoping for the best as well. Guys, we are still without word of what exactly would need to happen here in San Ysidro or at the border to know when things can finally get back to what level of normal there is right now. So many businesses, you just heard, 197 forced to shut their doors because the majority of their business were customers coming in from Mexico. So we are still waiting on word from the federal government and the Mexican government about what is going to happen next. But I can tell you that the longer they wait to give that official word, the more hope these businesses have that things may start to return to normal sooner rather than later. We're live tonight in San Ysidro. Logan, we'll send it back to you.